So guys, before you came to visit this beautiful campus, what was your impression of LSU and the tailgating culture?
Well, I think we were pretty ready to turn up. We heard it was a party school.
We did hear it was a party school.
So we were ready for that, but it was a morning game. So we kind of missed the tailgating, I think.
Too early to tailgate.
And you guys are used to
UT tailgating.
UT tailgating. So how does that compare to this, do you think?
Lots of...
I feel like Austin is just such like a college town that, you know, it doesn't matter if you're affiliated with the school or not, everybody's ready to kind of hang out together, and they have big screens everywhere, more barbecue.
Nobody's excluded.
Yeah. It's more of a community. Oh no, this was a community thing too. I don't know.
Do you think maybe the experience would have been different if it was like an afternoon or a night game?
I think so.
Maybe,
I think definitely.
Where were you born and raised?
Covington, Louisiana.
I was born and raised in Longview, Texas.
Born in New Orleans, I was raised in Manville.
I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana.
I grew up here, definitely went to high school here.
I was born and raised in New Orleans, Louisiana, and went to Isidore Newman High School.
Word. Would you say you were pretty exposed to alcohol growing up here?
To be honest, I had a little different background with alcohol. My parents don't really drink that much, but when I moved here, I obviously saw everybody's parents, friends, or all my friends' parents were very, not, I wouldn't say heavily involved with alcohol, but it's definitely if you're going to have a good social time here in the state of Louisiana, alcohol is always involved.
I'm not sure what age I was exposed to drinking. I feel like it's just kind of always been a part of our like family atmosphere, not in like a negative way. I think our family just enjoys drinking, so I've been around it for a while. Yeah.
I was not exposed to drinking while growing up. I became exposed to it around my sophomore year of high school when I was about 15 years old. Really, the only people that drank were the seniors in high school, and it was about half and half of who drank and who wasn't at the school. And also my parents were not heavy drinkers at all, and neither were my friends' parents, so it was not really a common thing that you saw around all the time.
From as early as I can remember, my dad would cut grass and sit on the porch with a whiskey coke.
I'd definitely say so. I mean, I probably went to Mardi Gras starting around like 5 years old with my parents, and of course everyone knows where it happens in Mardi Gras. I mean, everyone is just hammered around there. So I grew up accustomed to seeing it all.
Did the amount of exposure you had as a kid affect the amount you drink today, and if you drink today?
I think being exposed to drinking at a young age definitely made it feel more normal in a sense. I wasn't like scared, and it wasn't like this big like weird thing that I didn't know a lot about, so I'm kind of grateful for that in that sense. So yeah, I would say that it kind of shaped the way that I am now in regards to drinking. I just think that like it's not as big of a deal for me, so it's more normal and just like more of a relaxed.
I don't think any more or less than anyone else, but I know people that were super sheltered that now binge drink often, and people that were exposed to alcohol at an early age, they don't drink. So.
Were you shocked by LSU's drinking culture when you came to school here?
Yes, I was shocked by LSU's drinking culture when I came here. A lot of my friends that I had met here had been drinking since they were 12 and 13, and they got brought up on drinking alcohol at dinner and just around their family, and I would never dream of ever drinking around my family during high school.
I would say yes, but in a sense it made me drink less because I'd already been drinking up to college, so it wasn't a surprise when I came into college and seeing how much everyone drank. So I didn't care that much to drink all the time like everyone else. So I think it helped me lower the amount I actually do drink.
I will say that, I mean, there's drinking everywhere. It's not just the state of Louisiana, but obviously the state of Louisiana, it's definitely always at the social setting. So I think in high school, everywhere you wanted to go, you wanted to be in the scene, you know, you wanted to be around all your friends, around all the girls, and alcohol was always, you know, involved heavily, I would say.
Do you think being exposed to drinking at a young age leads to binge drinking in the future?
Honestly, I think that there's like two ways to look at that. I think like being exposed to drinking at a young age can either normalize it to you so you don't feel like it's like this really cool thing that you have to do all the time, or you can be so used to it that you feel like it's so normal that you just need it every day. So I think it really depends on like the person and then like how susceptible they are to like having an addictive personality. But I don't think that necessarily it sways it one way or the other.
I don't think that it necessarily correlates that if you were exposed to drinking at an early age that you would be a huge binge drinker now. I think the longer you wait to drink, the more you want to do it when you get exposed to it because you're trying to catch up. So I would say that the two are not related.
I think that exposure kind of affected the way you view drinking nowadays. I think it did some, but I think it helped in a better way because I was able to see what happens to people when they do drink nonstop their entire lives. Like, I'll go into Fat Harry's now, the bar, and I'll still see a 7-year-old person I've been seeing in there for the past 10 years, and he's there every single day just hammered. Like, it's not something you want to do.
Oh yeah, it definitely affects like some people. But like my dad right now is in AA, so like I try to like not drink that much, you know, just because like alcoholism is in my genes. But like everybody around me, like they see their parents do it, so it's just like, all right, you know, they drink with their parents when they're 12 or 13, 14.
It's as much a part of college football as the game itself. The game day tailgate party where alcohol is the focus long before the first kickoff. Inside Edition's been looking into this long-held tradition and found that all too often, drinking is out of control. Matt Mahar investigates.
Outside Louisiana State University's Tiger Stadium, it's 8 hours before kickoff, but the tailgate parties are well underway. There are feasts fit for a king, but almost no tailgate party here is complete without alcohol. Lots and lots of alcohol.
LSU's drinking culture is reflected by Louisiana drinking culture in general.
I mean, LSU is a big part of Louisiana itself, so obviously they kind of feed off of each other. And then there's a lot of like in-state kids that go here, so people that grew up around Mardi Gras and New Orleans and things like that also translate and come into LSU. So I think that, yeah, they're very similar. So yeah, I think it's pretty normal that you would have a lot of the overflow from the two.
The drinking culture in Louisiana is definitely different from any other state I've been to. You can buy alcohol anywhere, such as CVS, Walgreens, which is not a thing anywhere else. And also you can take your drinks to go here, which is crazy to me coming from Texas. And it just seems like everyone here I know drinks alcohol, whereas back in Texas, it was kind of half and half always. But here, I can't name one person that I know that doesn't drink. So
I think LSU's drinking culture is reflected by Louisiana's drinking culture, or do you think that because it's a college, it's just supposed to have alcohol?
I think LSU's drinking culture is definitely influenced by Louisiana drinking culture. I think because the primary amount of students that go here are from Louisiana, and they've been exposed to alcohol since they were little, and especially coming around the campus and going to tailgates, you're exposed to alcohol, so they've grown up on it. So I think that's definitely why LSU is so crazy with alcohol today.